Hello everyone, my name is Borka and you're watching Soulstone Survivors. This is gonna be the chapter 2 of Endless Mode. I already made a tutorial guide how to actually end the Endless Cycle tree so you can get your achievement and you can unlock the special rune about it. But since the video was very long, I decided to make it into two chapters. So the first chapter you can see it on the description of the video, and this is gonna be the second chapter where I'm actually gonna continue Endless Tree so I can see how long I can get with this build. Right now I'm showing my abilities, what their levels are. At Endless Cycle Tree we're at 35 minutes in the game and I'm about to start. I'm currently not playing this is a replay of it, so yeah, I'm showing right now the runes. And you can see my attributes and my skills on the left side. It's very huge. I have like only 2 dashes, luckily I didn't found the third dash, so yeah, I think I'm gonna play with 2 until the end. And here we go, I'm showing the cycle 4, like what's the difference. I'm gonna use the same tactic as on the previous video, like I'm just gonna stand in the middle, gonna make sure that there is no obstacles, no objectives around, and I'm just gonna move in circles. This thing is actually working until the end of cycle 3, but on cycle 4 I think I'm gonna like start having a big issue because there's gonna be a caster who's gonna hit me, I'm not gonna have time to react on it, and they're gonna do a lot of damage. Anyway, it's still working, like I'm kinda wondering like how is this still possible, but yeah, the build is very strong, like the damage is very heavy, and still there is some stuff that I can actually change and upgrade. For example, the last spell, I forgot the spell, what's the name of it, the bolt, how was the name of that bolt, chronic bolt I think. It's not doing a lot of damage, but it always like puts some defect, which is still good. But I don't know, like I still have no idea if it's good or bad. About damage, it's not doing much damage, but about defects, it's doing a lot of defects. And here you see, I got hit by a spell and like my half HP just disappear. So that's what I'm talking about. The damage here is very tough, the enemies are very tough. I still can one-shot everything, but the damage is just a big difference. Here I try to stay like in the middle again, and I actually got a hit. So yeah, we're gonna continue with this. Going to circle, hopefully it's still gonna work, but when I drop like half HP, I usually start to panic. Like I don't feel like staying in the middle. I usually start running around, playing more safety. Because in middle it's not safety, it's not actually, I can guarantee it's a safety. But it is a way of how to do the things very simple, very fast, and probably not to fall asleep. Sorry about that. So 37 minutes in the game. We see here some chummies out of red away on the ground. Almost level 200. I don't know what else to talk about the game. Like all I'm doing is just trying to see what's my limit. I mean, at the end of this video I managed to reach, I think, endless 7. I think that's my limit. I don't know if I can make it any better until now. I mean, I don't know, I might try, but to be honest, it takes time. It takes time to figure out like another build and to play, like it takes a long time to get to a high level of endless mode. Or Overlord, like depending on which mode you're playing. Like you can see I almost have like I have more than half hour already in the game. And you can add additional like 10 minutes, so it's additional 10 minutes for picking the abilities. At the time I always like pause every time when I pick ability or new spell. So it takes like some few seconds each level. Yeah, you can add like additional 10 minutes probably. So we have almost 1 hour. If you're quite not sure if your build does damage, you can figure out if it does damage if you just do that tactic. Just stand in the middle and rotate with your mouse. If everything around you dies, then you're probably having the right build and you do the damage that you need to do. But if you eventually like get hit, I mean that's usually the idea before cycle 4. After cycle 4, I think that no matter what you build, the enemy is always gonna reach you or hit you somehow, or at least a little bit while you're standing in the middle like that. Here I have no idea what's happening, like usually when the boss spawns I have an issue like figure out where it is. Here I stand in the fire, like I was thinking like should I go in, but then I decided to just wait. Because hey, the damage, the fire damage on the ground is actually doing a lot of health bar. Yeah, if I have to replace spells, it's probably the bolt and the arcane missiles, I guess. But they're good actually. I don't know, like I'm not quite sure. I should test that. Like I keep saying I should try different things, but every time when I start the game and when they just give me that spell, I'm like, nah, I'm gonna try some other time. So at the end, I'm always like, okay, nah, some other time, you know. But when I lose, when I die, I always come back to the conclusion like, hey, what if I actually took that spell, you know, like a different spell? But then the other question comes, like, what should it be? Like, what spell should it be? Or should I use the rune where I can get the same abilities, so I can just stack them? That's an idea too. Like, I see a lot of people doing that. I didn't try that yet. But I think it's gonna be very funny. I should definitely try that. And I'm gonna probably go like with another build, for example some Fuchawi tornadoes or something like blizzards that are gonna go randomly on the ground. And if I increase their area of effect, if I have them multiple times like spawning and multicasting and few times like having like as an ability, that's gonna be very cool. So yeah, this Endless 4 was very suspicious actually. Like, it took me, I don't know, like few minutes. It was very fast. Like, my reaction on this was like, yo, was that actually Endless 5? And now we see Endless 4. Did I say 5? My bad. This is Endless 5 now. The previous one was Endless 4. I think I said 5. My bad. So yeah, this now is, again, big difference, but it still seems to work, I think. I'm just gonna try it anyway. There was some period of time when I stopped doing that, but I don't remember when exactly. Was it a cycle 5? I think it was here. And you're about to witness why. Any moment now. the boss is about to spawn. So yeah, I'm quite surprised that this is still working. Another boss with flames, but this time I'm not even gonna try to get inside the flame. I'm just gonna walk around, wait a little bit. I can just wait like for 10 seconds and then come back. Fire should be gone. There should be only the crystal. The cool part is that you're stacking experience crystals everywhere. So you don't really have to pick them, you just have to pick the big crystal from the boss that's dropping. He will always give you all the crystals that were on the floor. You're not gonna lose them. You're not gonna lose any experience by picking that crystal. That's actually cool, it's saving a lot of time actually. Here I'm still trying to do the rotation, but I don't think it's working. Like I barely managed it. You can see that giant ogress. I don't know if it's ogre or orc. It's looking like an orc, more like that. But yeah, it's not working anymore. Like I'm not doing enough of damage. I guess this is the time where I actually have to start running around. I don't even know what spells I'm picking anymore, like I have no clue right now. What did I just pick? And why did I pick that? Like sometimes I start wondering like, is there any good cap of abilities? I mean, for example, I was always thinking that 100% critical is good. But then there is I think there was a attribute spell where you can pick where it says something like increase the damage by every single point of critical, and you can actually, it seems that you can make more than 100 critical. So if you can keep stacking that, and the damage is gonna increase in that way. Like, you know, there's so many rotations like that I still didn't figure out if they're good, they're broken. But I know a lot of people start doing a lot of broken stuff already. For me, I think I'm just doing a casual, like not so much. But the idea is just to show you how it's done, like how to do that, you know, like I don't feel like doing my limit of something. I just feel like I want to make a guide for that. Like people are wondering a lot at the beginning, yo, how I'm gonna do the endless, how I'm gonna do the overload, and I'm like, there you go. I just give you that idea how to do it in a very simple way. Here I tried that again, but this time I got hit and it took me a lot of HP. Like half of my HP was gone again, and I have no clue why and how. Like it was very fast. It is very fast. Like the area of damage that's falling, it's very fast. You have like less than 1 second to react from it. And it is increasing like more and more, like in each cycle. That's the thing. Like the mobs are not like okay, they're doing more damage. They're having more HP. They are fast, but their hit, when they strike you, their attack is very fast. And it's like you have to react to that. If you don't react in time, you're just gonna get hit by it. Okay, so I have a message on Discord. I'm sorry about that. That was my Discord, by the way. If anyone using Discord, forget to turn it off. Okay, so the big bug is coming, and this is a thing like it happened to me. Like the reason why I didn't manage to actually reach my limit is because I died here. Like I lost one of my life, and the reasons that I lost that life is because my mouse went to the other monitor. Like I don't know if you pay attention, the game just like I stopped moving for a second and the music stopped. So yeah, I have no idea why. Like this is some issue that's, I think it's my issue, more like my issue, not like a game issue. I'm using, if I'm not wrong, I'm using the border window mode. I'm not quite sure, but it's not a full screen. And since it's not a full screen, sometimes the mouse do that. So yeah, the reason why I lost my life is because of this. Like literally, I was doing fine. I mean, I was half HP, but for a moment, you know, like, this happens. And I get stuck, I even get stuck here, and I don't know how I didn't die. I got stuck again. For some reason, no one hit me. This is the time where I just decide to not stay in the middle. And this is like in the middle of the cycle 5. Here I have no idea, like I just jumped there like an idiot. I just wanted to get the crystals, and there was a lot of explosions that I had to wait first to expire. It's like the flames from the first boss, but bombs. Like a detonating bomb that are gonna explode after a few seconds. And I just went inside. I just have to wait a little bit more. And the thing is that I don't know how this didn't kill me. That was supposed to actually kill me. This, at that point, I was supposed to lose like 2 lives. But now you're gonna get surprised. Now, actually, I don't think you're gonna get surprised. How I'm gonna lose the second life? It's gonna be in the same way. Like, I think it was in the same way. I just alt-tap again and my mouse went to the lower screen once again. So yeah, if anyone's having that, you should please let me know. Like, how can I fix that? I guess full screen should do the trick. I don't think it's a game problem. It's more like a my problem. But yeah, I didn't really search anything on the internet because I didn't find it that big issue before. But now I find like an issue. Right now you can see how I panic. I'm like constantly running. This is when I get like below half HP. Just trying to survive, not killing like many mobs. So I'm in. It needs like I need one more hit, and I'm gonna lose the second life. I don't think it matters what's gonna hit me. It's just gonna take 100 of my HP. Okay, anyway, get me. Sorry about the Discord. I get stuck here, and yeah, there you go. Actually, I'm not quite sure if I alt-tap. I didn't alt-tap, but I got stuck. This is the second problem, but this is a game issue, and it's very bad. Like, I just killed the last boss. I needed like few seconds to survive, so I'm not gonna lose that life. And that's the thing, I just lost it. I have like 0 lives, and we're at endless 6. So I have no idea how I'm gonna deal with that. You can see that the health. Every time when I check the health, I'm like out of words. I don't know, I can't even read what's that number. So yeah, the first thing that I decided to do is just to stand in the middle and just rotate. I was curious if I can do that. And surprisingly, it's still working. Like, I'm still doing that, but barely. So yeah, I'm gonna do that until the first boss, I think. Just gonna rotate. There you go, I just got hit by a little chamois and it took half my HP. It was like so fast. Like literally I got 2 hits, and it's funny because every time when I was about to get hit I saw that red area and I just dashed through it. But like I already said, the speed of their ability is so fast that I don't really have time even with dash. Like, I saw the abilities, I dash through them, and I still get hit. You can imagine. And now the boss, well, he's still taking a lot of damage. There you go, I didn't really manage to one-shot it. It was more like 2-shot. It was still fast, so it's fine. The only thing that's not fine is that I'm having like 0 lives and half life I already lost. Like my last life I already at half. But yeah, if it wasn't that alt tab, I think I will still have like 2 lives. And I will like to have more dashes. Like I usually, not usually, like almost every time I get another dash. Like ability spell to pick. At least 3 dashes. Like 2 dashes I don't feel like it's enough. But 3 dashes I feel more comfortable with that. And that bolt that I'm throwing, I think I'm really gonna remove that. Because right now it's throwing like so many that sometimes I even get confused. Like I can't see the enemy's abilities in their red areas because of that bolt. Maybe they should change the effect of it. I'm not quite sure like what they should do about that in the roofers. That's just an idea, okay? Like every single ability is fine, like the arcane missiles is fine, the chain lightnings are fine, but this bolt, I don't know. When I'm done with the rotations, like rotating in the middle, standing in one place, I go for the second tactic and it's still rotating. But this time instead of standing in one place, I'm rotating around an objective. Like I decide which objective is gonna be and where, like objective where you're not gonna stuck much. Like there's not gonna be like a edge or or certain tree objective where you might get stuck. The idea is just not to get stuck but to rotate in the same time. So here you see a lot of lava on the floor, but yeah, you can usually dodge that. I just try to move a little bit around him and then attack and then again. But yeah, here I feel like I can't really one-shot the bosses anymore. Like usually it's fine if you kill them for 5 seconds. That's cool, but I can really kill these for 5 seconds. Like if it's more than 3 seconds, he's already casting an ability that's gonna really one-shot me. So all I do is just rotating again around that rock. This is what I'm gonna do until the end of that video probably. I think I know what's my problem. Like when I have 2 lives, I play very risky because I have in my mind that I already have like 2 lives, I can die. But when I have like 0 lives and I'm already at half HP, I feel more like tryharding. Like right now by just checking what I'm doing, I'm like so careful not to die. I'm like doing everything possible just not to get hit. But still, I don't know, I feel so bad about that. Like I lost 2 lives on the previous cycle. In cycle 6 I'm going completely without to die actually. I'm not dying in that cycle. I'm definitely surviving that. I mean, I know it's gonna be very close, but no, I'm not gonna die on that. Might take some time, it's gonna be slow, I'm gonna kill them slowly, but I'm gonna do it. It took me like, I don't know, like 20 seconds or something like that to kill someone that I'm constantly hitting, and here I just alt-up again. Like for a moment I just stopped here for 1 second. I alt-tap and I have no idea how I didn't die on this. Like this was so close, I was like so pissed off on that. It happened to me like 3 times. 3 times for half hour. That's probably a lot. And still I have no idea how I didn't get hit on it. And here it is, the last boss. It just almost killed me. Like everything here is so fast. This is what I'm talking about. The spells that he's casting are just insanely fast. You don't really have time. Like especially that laser, it usually is one-shotting. These explosions around him, it's again one-shotting. If you don't avoid this, you just die. I don't know how I managed to dodge these. And this is how you actually end the cycle 6. And here comes the funny part. Like I see a lot of people actually getting stuck on this. I'm part of these guys too. Here you see this is just crazy number of health, crazy number of damage and everything. You can see the mobs are insanely fast. I barely managed to hit them. I'm like where I'm going now, and the map is very bad. For me, this map was very bad. Like there is a tree almost everywhere. I was like curious what's gonna happen if I do that in a circle. I figure out it's impossible already. And there's like I already said, too many trees. I can't really do much. I'm either gonna get hit by a spell or get stuck. I'm not gonna get surprised if I just alt up again by accidentally by the mouse going on the other monitor. The only thing in my mind right now is, oh no, what's gonna be the first boss? Like, is the game gonna give me as the first boss? I was very curious about that. Yeah, I'm like getting hit by the easiest mobs ever. Like the easiest mob. The slowest and the easiest. The one that's doing the less damage and is moving as slow as possible. And this thing already just hit me like once and took me like 100 of my HP. But as I already showed, the numbers are very crazy. This is just insane. Like that HP, I think, I don't know, like they should maybe lower it. Like just an idea, but I don't know. That's how they decided the developers are going to be. I don't really mind it. But I'm already at half HP just by normal mobs. Just by the tutorial of the first mobs. Here's the boss. You can see how instantly he's casting. Like I don't really have time to react and I'm just gonna die. Yeah, I just got stuck on this. Like everything went like so bad and there you go, I just died. Well, this is the end of this video, guys. As I mentioned, it's just to actually show you what's my limit of the Elementalist on LS mode. It's a little bit like showing off so you can see the build, like what it does. You can see right now I'm like showing my spells, like what upgrades I have, and you can see on the damage per skill that the chromatic bolt that I was talking about, it's not doing like so much damage. So yeah, I might replace that, and the magic missiles, I think I call it arcane missiles, my bad. They should be probably replaced too. And yeah, that's overall, guys, the end of that video. I hope you enjoyed. If it's so, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and I wish you good luck with that endless mode.